Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. It's Thursday, and you already know what it is. The FGC's favorite hangout, that is the Kickback. I'm joined by the wonderful Brad Muse, along with myself, TJ Glenn, and of course, today, ladies and gentlemen, we have our special guest. He has been a part of such teams as Team Liquid, Ghost Gaming, Echo Fox, and currently Shopify Rebellion. In his career, he has 80 plus top 8 finishes, 38 straight up tournament wins, back-to-back combo breaker champion, 2019 US Street Fighter League champion, and of course, the Capcom Cup champion of 2016. Kicking back with us, ladies and gentlemen, tonight, NuckleDu. How you doing, buddy?
I'm good, yo. How you guys doing? Appreciate you having me.
Good.
Yo, he read
man.
your Wikipedia page.
Yeah.
That's straight up where I got it from, no lie.
That is an illustrious career, man.
All right, bro. This is Michael Jordan-esque stuff that I just read, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. Crazy, bro. NuckleDu probably doesn't even remember how he signed my Banjo-Kazooie picture at Texas Showdown like 4 years ago. Probably doesn't even remember, but it's okay. It's good to have you here.
Like an anime?
Huh?
Is that like an anime?
It's Nintendo's anime. I'll say that. But like I said, you probably don't even remember, G. But that's all right. It's all good. You here with us today. You know what I'm saying? And the way the kickback goes, for those of y'all who are unfamiliar, ladies and gentlemen, he's just gonna be hanging out. We're gonna be chilling. We're gonna be shooting the shit. We're gonna be watching him basically frustrate his opponents into oblivion with guile. So that's just how it go, man. So NuckleDu is gonna sit here. He gonna play, and you can queue up as many matches as you want to. We fully expect you to. Well, I fully expect you to win tonight's tournament, but you know, you just go do your thing, bro. It's all good.
Loading it already. See, like, you promised us Guile, and this I was immediately going to ask this question, and here we are playing the Cammy instead. I'm curious, and as always, if you need to lock in, lock in. What is it that? How do you decide when you're gonna play Guile and when you're not?
It's usually the player matchup and character matchup. It's character matchup first, and then player matchup. Also, it's cursing a lot.
Is what?
Cursing?
Oh, cursing's allowed. Yeah. No, we're just here to vibe.
Okay.
So you're not a fan of Guile JP then, or is it just that Cammy is better?
Oh, I can't take it off. This guy is pretty good, right? I'm pretty sure. Like, I think he's in the other tournament.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I think he's like in top 8 for the other tournament.
Oh, he's in top 8 for Flywise?
Yeah. Sorry, I'm not finishing it off. Oh!
Wow, this man.
Yeah, against JP, like, I don't have a character for him. Like, I feel like I'm most comfortable with Guile, even though it's a bad matchup, but that's a bad matchup, so you don't want to, bet all your chips on that. But Cammy obviously does better, but I just feel like I'm not good at it.
I mean, it's interesting, right? Because like I feel like I also see you play Cammy into Guile a lot, and my read on it is it feels like you pick Cammy in a matchup where someone's gonna try to match your lane, and like you would think that the way you bring Cammy to the table and have a lot more explosivity would work out, but what is it about JP?
Oh, it's just long range, bro. Like his normal is hard to whip punish. So hard to whip punish normals. His offense is like actually really damn good. Like the zoning plus the hard to punish normals is just it's annoying. Like as long as you because I feel like even if you're staying patient and trying to pick your spots, it's still hard to get in. It's like it's kind of like Dawson. Like if you're playing against Dawson, most likely the match is gonna look ugly, regardless of who you're playing, like who's playing. You know what I mean? Because you have to get in, so ultimately you have to make the first choice. And if the first choice don't work, then you just look kind of silly. That's just the theme of fighting these kind of zoners.
Yeah,
I like you using the word messy. Like you play, and the comparison to Sim there, it's like you don't see a game. It doesn't matter how solid you think you are when you play against like a Sim or a JP that knows what they're doing. You feel like you're grasping at straws.
Yeah.
Yeah, like JP's like heavy departure, bro. Like he's like sending you full screen. And it's just man. Like, and then you have to literally like run the maze again at that point. So I definitely get the sentiment, 100%. And I feel like Cammy would honestly just do better against against zoners like these. But playing messy is actually the word I would or a messy game is exactly the word I would have for it for sure.
Oh.
Yeah. Well, and the thing, like, for JP Guile, right? The fact that Pierce doesn't have to traverse the screen, so it's like you don't have to engage with him in a conventional zoning matchup where it's like your fireballs versus their fireballs. He can attack you from a different direction, and it makes it harder for you to feel secure where you're at.
Yeah, exactly. Like he could be full screen. He could do the ground punch. I don't really know the names of them. Yeah, he can do that. So just
like the spike.
Spike, yes. Is that called Spike?
Yeah. I mean, he says Pierce with it. That's the one where he says Pierce. I'm assuming we're talking about the same move. And what I hate too is like sometimes you'll see a JP, and if they really know you're watching for it, they'll start popping squats, and you're like, okay, Spike is coming.
Yeah.
And then they just pop squats. You go to perfect area. It's like, oh, cool. Just donated drive gauge to the ether.
Right. Could you elaborate a little bit more on your because we see you on this tournament specifically, like playing DJ, like, or I do, or I at least commentated. So what's up with that? What's up with the shift to that?
Oh, well, like I play a lot, like even like when a long tournament run is done, I'll host an open lobby and just play mindlessly just to get some reps in and get better at certain aspects of the game.
Word.
And I found that, like, playing Guile, as much as people like to downplay or upplay Guile, it does take a lot of thinking required to play Guile nonstop. So, like, when it's like 12 a.m. and I'm playing against, the same people that just want to play me over and over again, it gets a little tiring playing Guile because, the fireball game is only going to work for so long. They're eventually going to fucking, eventually going to get in with a jump.
Nah, you can say fuck. You can say fuck.
DJ
with you.
I knew he was gonna come in to say that shit.
But with DJ,
everybody kind of like everybody has one. Within the first 15 minutes of every show, somebody says fuck, and Bunch has to be like, no, you're good.
But yeah, with DJ, you can kind of turn it down a little bit, like the brain power, and just kind of like maul them, like mindlessly drive rush. If they check it, all right, you'll just be a little bit more careful next time. But if they don't check it, then you just got in, So like it was like, yes. It's a more brainless style of play, and I think that's pretty important in tournament too, because like if you have an off day, bro, like, and you're having an off day with, for example, Guile or Chun-Li or Dalzin, you're gonna be in a rough time because you need to be on it to win with those characters because they don't have the strongest offense, right? So if you play Akuma, you can still have an off day and still put your opponent in the corner and make them guess. You can't really do that with
your toolkit makes up for you.
Yeah, exactly. But DJ can, so I think it's pretty important to have a kind of character that could carry you, because not everyone's perfect. You're gonna have off days, so that little extra tool in your kit is pretty good, in my opinion.
Now, how do you, like, as someone with the tournament career and history that you have, that TJ so eloquently broke down for us, which some of those numbers, absolutely nuts. But like, how do you manage the mental stamina that comes from like a 3-day event, pools all the way up to those top 8s, playing a character like Guile that requires you to be locked in so much?
Yeah, I mean, it's hard. Like, I feel like I'm still trying to find my way. I thought I had it figured out back then, but you just get older, so same stuff don't work the same. Like, food don't process the same, like stuff like that. It's kind of challenging to find something that works for you. Yeah. So I'm still trying to figure it out, honestly. But caffeine has been like the biggest cop out for me. Like this, if I'm not feeling good, caffeine. If I'm feeling nervous, caffeine. Like it's always. If I'm bored, caffeine. Fuck it.
That boy,
caffeine and Gatorade.
Brad, that boy Brad runs on Dunkin'. Not America, but Brad, bro. Like, Brad straight up runs on coffee. Like, and that was.
I think I had 3 today.
Yeah, damn. So like, and it's crazy. Like, I think what a lot of like the public, whenever like newcomers come through and they see that you make these crazy tournament runs, they like, a lot of them get, there's a misconception that while you do make it look easy, playing through a tournament is it's a constant gauntlet of just like distractions and opponents that only get more and more difficult the higher, you know, in the tournament that you get. You know, a lot of people expect, you know, it's NuckleDu, he's gonna play on Sunday, but it's just like, yeah, man, like he's gonna play on Championship Sunday, but like it wasn't like, by no means should you think that it was easy, right?
Yeah.
Man, you are like actually having this conversation and locked in, and some of the stuff I'm like, the anti-airs you're still pulling out in this set, like Jesus.
Well, I mean, I stream, you know, and like I always say, like playing Street Fighter 6 and streaming is actually really hard compared to the other game, because you know DI is a thing, drivers is a thing, but there's a lot of like fast switch stuff in this game that it can throw you off guard if you know low on sleep or you're distracted for like a second. So like sneezing, like when you're sick and you're playing Street Fighter 6, it's actually kind of horrible because you sneeze, your heart rate stops, your eyes are closed, and it's just not a good situation.
That left right was gross.
Yeah.
And I would imagine, like, by now, like, this is, like, you know, a lot of this is just, like, muscle memory to you, you know what I'm saying? So,
yeah.
Wow. Yeah, and just like that Twitch movie that you was talking about, like, you just reacted a little bit too late. Man. So,
oh, good whiff punish.
Speaking on your gaming history, like, so I spoke on the accolades, of course, and like a good chunk of those like accolades were just like 2016. You know what I'm saying? That year, right? I think Street Fighter had just come out in February of that year, but like that back half of February, from August all the way until the end of the year, you won 6 tournaments in a row, including the qualifier, and then you won Capcom Cup after you won that qualifier. If you can remember it, can you take us through like that back half of that year specifically?
Yeah. Give me 1 second. I'm corner versus Kimberly. That's a little tough.
Yeah, I know. Survive the corner, right? Yeah. Like the Wario mini game. We get it, bro.
Yo, she got scary a little bit, right?
Yeah. No, she's more stable now. Yeah, that move. That move is pretty
she
hard
didn't used to be scary.
Yeah.
She was only scary when she actually like earned the hit versus you. But not like that shit's annoying.
Yeah, bro, this man.
I hate that.
Hold on. Whiff. Oh. All right, but yeah, 2016 was interesting because like, you know, I was really bored. I was living at my buddy Bob's house, and I had just got in a car accident, so it was a little rough. But what I had going for me was the car accident was definitely the Uber driver's fault. So I was for sure guaranteed some money. So I eventually moved out of my buddy's house to get my own house. I remember it was like $900 a month for a 3-bedroom house. And yeah, and like I was doing a lot of. Oh my goodness, bro! Sorry, hold on. I'm
nah, we get it, bro.
You gotta log in, man.
Listen, listen, bro, we get it, bro. Like, we understand, bro. Like, trust me.
One of my favorite things. Oh Jesus! One of my favorite things every time we're on the kickback is seeing when someone locks in. Everybody has a different threshold.
Oh damn it!
Oh, yeah, that's bullshit.
Yeah, bro. Some people do it around start. Some people get trapped in the corner by a BS character like Kimberly, bro. Like, yeah, bro.
I'm a big DJ.
This is what you was talking about by like, you know, gameplay go burr and like. And look what we doing. This is what we do, right?
All right, let's get a full on commentary sesh right here then.
I got you, B.
Let's cook for this guy.
All right, I'm gonna tone down the communication real quick.
I've been waiting for GameDay Brad to come back one time for one. Wait a minute.
The faces, I don't know what it is about.
Yo.
Okay, yep. Drive rush go burr right off rip straight into the throw. You already have corner control once again. Oh my god, you're living rent free in this man's head.
Yeah, see, Minchie wasn't expecting this. He was like, you know, maybe Dude will chill out for a little bit, and he picked DJ. And he's like, okay, listen, I see what I was doing to you earlier, and I'm really sorry. Ooh. Had to sweep. Oh man, the one the DP. All right, here you go. Here's the mini game in the corner, bro. How do you escape? How do you get out? Good throw.
Back throw off of a bad empty jump and right into another throw. Yeah, the situation post-throw, Minchie is not prepared for it, it looks like. Or at the very least, maybe you just have great reads. What a good standing short, though.
Yeah, you pretty much have to reciprocate the same thing and like force NuckleDu to just play defense, which is very, very, very difficult. You're talking to the defensive master and commander, but Menchie, unfortunately, is literally getting light punched to death, getting taken closer and close over here. Oh, you got your ankle broken. That hit me.
Oh,
I don't like that. Not at all. I don't like that shit.
All right. I had to lock in for a second.
DJ.
Doing it to me in the corner.
DJ.
Okay, we back. All right.
But yeah, for 2016, yeah, it's a really interesting year because I got in a car accident, no money, but I was waiting for this lawsuit money to come in that finally allowed me to get my own place. But I still had the issue of making more money, so I had like some odd jobs. That was the first time I worked for TN. It was Plane Trade at the time, but TNS Tong, he hired me to hold up a sign. I had to wear a Spider-Man suit, and I had to hold a sign that says, "Come into this Plane Trade," and then people would honk, and bro, I felt like it was so dehumanized. I'm not even gonna lie. And I was like, and then it was $10 an hour, which was really good at the time too. But I remember he handed me the $30 because I only worked 3 hours. I was not trying to stand there all day in the heat. And I remember just looking at the money. I'm like, bro, what the fuck? Like, I just sweated all that for $30. And I went to Cracker Barrel and spent it all. I'm like, yo. So I just knew I had to do something, bro. There's no way I'm gonna go back in that Spider-Man suit just for another Cracker Barrel meal. And so I stopped, like, because I was doing eBay trading. I was doing like a lot of small odd jobs. I did Lyft, and yeah, I remember telling myself like, yo, like I had to invest in myself. I can't keep spreading my energy in many different things just so I could get a little bit of money here, here, and here. So I fully invested myself into Street Fighter. And yeah, it started in June. I remember vividly having that conversation with myself and with Tong. And yeah, like ever since I started investing time in myself, it started paying dividends like crazy. And it just built confidence after confidence of just seeing my hard work pay off. Then bam, next thing you know, you're in the Capcom Cup and you're about to win. It was no surprise. As cocky as that sounds, like when I was in grand finals in Capcom Cup, I wasn't surprised at all because I knew how hard I worked. Like it was insane. Like I think I went to the point of insanity because like there was no balance in my life. Like it was all Street Fighter. Like yeah, so it was pretty cool, man. Not gonna lie.
So you really felt like it was just like
you were him and you knew it,
right? That type of shit.
Damn.
I mean, yeah.
I mean,
like thinking back, you were though, right? Like
you were. Like, that's what I was about to say. Like I looked at your history and like literally like you won every tournament you went to, like and that back half of that year. All first place finishes, like, and it's just like, yo, this dude is like balling out of control right now, bro. And it's just like, I mean, your results speak for it. And it was just like, it really just seems like this dude really wasn't gonna be denied. And the fact that you like, I mean, you winning Capcom Cup pretty much proves that. So, damn, that's crazy. And then you get in the Capcom Cup and have the confidence to be like, yeah, I mean, I knew I was gonna win. Like
that's wild. The most stacked tournament of the year. Everything on the line. No nerves.
That's that shit I like that.
Oh no, I was definitely nervous, but like in grand finals, I was not nervous. Like throughout the tournament, I was definitely nervous because they're still the best players in the world. It doesn't matter how many times you play, you still have to play better than the opponent and be ready for what their training was like and what they brought to the table. So yeah.
Yeah, like Capcom Cup is just is just an amazing feat that you have like as a feather in your cap.
So really, it was just your grand final opponent that was free, is what you're saying?
No, it wasn't free, but because I had just beaten Ricky in winners finals. And then when Ricky had to play Kazunoko in losers finals, I was like, if I play Kazunoko, it would be a little hard because I don't ever watch him, and like. Cammy Gallows is historically never been the easiest matchup. Sure. But Ricky, dismantled Kazunoko. I was like, oh shit, okay, now I just gotta play Ricky, and then I just beat Ricky. So I was like, all right, just gotta do it again.
It's like, oh, repeat performance. Well, like, yeah, I can give you an encore.
Right. Damn.
Yeah.
You got Evo set in your sights, bro?
I have Capcom Cup right now. Capcom Cup's in March. It's January 23rd right now, so. I do plan on like locking in crazy. Sorry if you guys hear my baby crying. She's
no.
Just going to bed.
I don't, but it's like you don't gotta worry. I literally have a button to step away from mine, so you're good.
Oh, okay. But yeah, Capcom Cup is like the biggest focus because like, you know, it's kind of funny. Like I was at my daughter's second birthday party, and like, you know, my wife's side of the family was just talking about when they were on what tire, and they were saying like 55, 60, and I was just standing there. I was like, yo, what the hell? I'm like, bro, I'm trying to retire when I'm 40. They're like, yo, dude, not everyone could go to Capcom Cup and have a chance to retire. And I just put a little different perspective. So like when he told me that, I was like, yo, like this is actually a really big opportunity to like hit your goals faster and not slave away into the system we got going on. And yeah, I'm really trying to. I would say last year
felt that.
Yeah, like last year, I didn't do the best in terms of like training towards the cup. It was more so just staying sharp. But this year, I'm gonna do things so differently. Like play less. I'm gonna try to go back to what I did in 2016 with like to a T. It's just a little different because you know when you're poor, there is a different kind of fire that you can't really artificially make. You know, and that's something I've struggled with a lot because like that fire really helped you make some big ass comebacks that, you know, me sitting in my home, in my nice home with a family, AC, you know, like sometimes it'd be like, yeah, you know what, this is going to be a hard comeback to make. Let me just focus on the next round. Versus back then, it was just that round that I'm trying to win. You know, like I'm not trying to lose a round. So like I really pushed through them. And it's because, you know, being poor, like you really needed that shit to eat, you know. So it's a little different, you know, trying to navigate how to play through different mindsets throughout the different times of your life.
I get it. I totally get it, man. I totally get it. Well, thank you for sharing that with us, bro. Because like, you know, we never like for the guests that we have on here, like we don't usually get like a championship mindset, but like that's honestly, in my opinion, that's a championship mindset, bro. It's just like, bro, like we gotta do whatever it takes to win out here. So not to say that I have a championship mindset. I'm not a champion by any means, but like but I mean that's the makings of one, bro. So kudos to you, dog.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
Yeah. So what is your training regimen then? If you're trying to lock in for this year's, right? Like you got like a month and a half, 2 months, yeah? Like what is that going to look like for you now?
So I'm definitely gonna tone down the online tournaments because, as you guys know, I do Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, like tournaments.
Yeah,
every day, and it's a good way to stay sharp. But I've quickly learned that like you don't need to like study your opponents to beat the players in America and DR and you know Mexico. Like, so if I do the same thing I did last year, I'm probably gonna get smoked in the cup because you're gonna need a little bit more than just your base skill set. And there's a lot of things I don't know about the game. I'm sure a lot of people figure it out by now, but I don't play a lot. Like I don't play outside of the stream. Like I literally just play in a tournament, and then that's my playing. I don't. So I'm trying to do things differently this year with like more studying because in a game as volatile as this, knowing your opponent's habits can pay dividends, and that confidence or the read that came true, that confidence can roll over into the next potential read that you have. Then it will also do the opposite for your opponent. It will just make him feel discouraged. Oh, the guy just invited me downstairs to play. I definitely invited him though.
Yeah, I'm sure. So especially now that you mentioned it, I'm sure Bunch will clarify in the Discord channel to be able to pull that in. Yeah, that's really interesting, right? And TJ, I saw you make a face when Du said that about America, but I think almost, and I don't mean to put words in your mouth, but like even more so than, you know, referring to the regions, there's something to be said about like when you're looking at a tournament like Capcom Cup, you're getting the cream of the crop from everywhere. And when you enter an online tournament, right, like you're getting a mishmash of different people. You might bump into 1 or 2 players that need you to go that extra 5%. Yes. But at a tournament like Capcom Cup, everybody's demanding 100% out of you.
Yeah. And like they're gonna have stuff for you, you know, like so.
Right.
When you play against players here, they're not gonna have extra stuff. Like they're just gonna try to beat you. But then if you play them again, their training or replay review might not be as adequate as someone who's in the cup who's done this, you know. So it sets you up for bad habits, you know. Like, it sets you up for flowchart shit. That's something you don't need going into.
You get in the mindset of I just have to win a 2 out of 3 against a person.
Yeah.
Aside from Capcom Cup and aside from Capcom Cup, is there any like tournament experience that you've been through as of recently that you've really, really enjoyed?
I'm sorry, can you repeat the question?
I said besides Capcom Cup coming up, is there a tournament experience that you've been to recently that you really enjoyed?
I mean, Street Fighter League's always cool. Like, besides the long hours of not playing, people don't see what goes on in the back end, and it's a lot of waiting. Like a lot of waiting. But you know, being around so many top players and just playing with them, riding with them, that's always a good experience coming out of it.
Cool. That's dope. That's dope. Cause like I'm not exactly I'm not exactly sure about what the format of Street Fighter League is. I heard it's pre-recorded, but that one thing I did hear about it was there is just like a lot of waiting, just because it's made for TV type deal. So
yeah,
lots of waiting, and that shit is not good for you.
Yeah, so that leads into something interesting, right? Like, you've been in the community for so long. You have been entering tournaments, small local tournaments, all the way up to the biggest tournaments in the world since Street Fighter 4. That's a long time to see the way that our community and the way we put on shows and events has changed. And I have to imagine there are going to be more and more things like that where stuff is designed with the viewership experience in mind. And I wonder how you feel about that as a competitor.
It's understandable, but sometimes the players do have the short end of the stick. Like EWC, the first. Hold on, I'm in the corner against Mercer. 1 second. Come on now. You see, I just had to log in for a second. All right. Yeah. So EWC the first year, it was a little tough because it was super laggy. And they couldn't bring in a beast
I remember that
because it would affect the stage setup, and that's understandable. But ultimately, the players had to pay. Like it felt like we were playing on a 60-inch TV. And it was pretty bad.
Yeah, I remember that.
EWC, what tournament was this, Brad?
At the time, you're talking Gamers 8. It was still Gamers 8 at the time, 8. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think they rebranded shortly after that.
See, Brad was there, so he got to see the full experience.
Oh, you were there, bro?
He is Gamers 8 Brad, so you know what I'm saying.
Damn.
You are, bro. Like you're Gamers 8 Brad, dog. So
I do have to play my top 8 match now.
All right, so just don't even queue up. Go handle that. We're gonna stream snipe you.
Oh, so you can invite them to this lobby too if that works for you.
No, they're probably gonna have them.
Oh, right, they want their stream.
Yeah.
All right,
you think they'll be cool with me inviting you guys, or?
I don't care.
Or you want to stream tonight?
I mean, yeah, if it's up to you. I mean,
no, it's up to y'all because you guys are communication.
Yeah, no, we will follow you. I can always make another room.
So if you send us an invite, we will follow.
All right, let me ask if it's cool because I don't know if they'd be cool.
They're gonna say no. If they say yes, they're the GOAT. FlyQuest is the GOAT if they say yes.
Yeah, for those of you this is a rare experience where you're watching one of the best players in the world play in 2 tournaments at the same time while sitting through an interview.
Because he's like that. Because he's like that for real.
Successful,
right?
He told us Hey,
bro, that sounds cool. Yo, community, let's go, man.
Let's go, baby.
Yo, invite
Who do you have to play against?
I actually don't know who I got to play against.
That's lit. Yo, FlyQuest is the GOAT.
Yo, let's go. Shout out to FlyQuest.
Honestly, we should do your whole ladder in their lobby.
I don't know. That's like stepping on toes at this point.
No, I know. I'm just saying.
It's just gonna be one. It's like everybody hanging out with everybody.
That is a future content
your
idea,
ladder
though.
matches on their stream.
We just host a lobby with FlyQuest, and all the matches are going on next to each other.
Oh yeah.
No. I was talking to Kevin before the show, and I kind of nudged him today about something. We'll see.
All right.
We'll see. Or NDAs, friend DAs, bro.
It's not even real.
Not even real.
I just know. For all you know, I bumped into Pew Pew You. That's all I told you.
Word.
What is real, though, is that you can vote for Casa as best local for the Evo Awards.
That's a fact. Make sure you guys hit up evo.gg/awards. Go to best local. Vote for us. We're all the way at the right, so just swipe right all the way. I don't have that yet. I'm sorry. I've been busy this week. I will work on it. Yeah. So evo.gg/awards. Use your email. Use your grandma's email. My cousin did that. Like, please vote for CasaBunch.
That feels like the kind of thing that you're not supposed to say.
We're not gonna get nominated next year, so please, we gotta win this year.
That would be absolutely crazy. I mean, being on the list in the first place is already insane. So like, just
me,
as well, like.
That's what I was about to say. I was like, his casket gonna glow for all we know, bro. Like,
right. Look, if actors can be Academy Award nominated and that can go in the trailer, right? Like, we can wear this.
Yep.
Oh, I already added it to the resume, Brad. It's there forever.
Yo, did you invite us? Oh, six.
It always throws me that
Ready
the
Rock in the
accept
chat
button's in the bottom.
highlighting the hot sauce in the ramen, TJ.
oh, you already know.
Yo, what hot sauce you using?
We got, what is this? We got Tapatio. Got some Tapatio, bro.
Mid tier.
All right.
What am I? Is there a tier of hot sauces that I don't know about?
Absolutely.
Hey, give me that list, bro.
Do you a hot sauce connoisseur?
Oh yeah, I love spicy food. I gotta play Punk in the Casa ladder because they're doing another match after.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
you gotta play Punk? That's random.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
That's random. How often do you guys play in our event? Like in ladder?
Yeah.
Did you answer yes?
Yes.
He said yes.
That's the correct answer, bro.
It's hard to play with you, right?
We were like, me and JB were literally commentating last week, and it was like, yeah, bro, there's no way that these two play each other in finals. And I was like, yeah, that's exactly what's about to happen.
Yeah, we play each other a lot.
Do you think Punk is the player that you might play against the most in all these tournaments?
100%. Yeah, that's fair. Because me and him are the most consistent, so we're naturally gonna be in the finals.
Right.
Be honest. Who's number one? Who's number two?
In terms of what?
Yes.
Hold on, I'm locking for this one.
Okay.
All right.
We about to find out.
Convenient that it dodges the question.
We about to find out.
Very convenient time to lock in.
We about to find out, bro. I know Punk ain't gonna be doing that reverse main crap like he did the other day. I know that.
Slide walk forward. Okay, nice crouching strong out of Do, catching that slight delay from Punk as he was about to walk forward for what I assume was a tick throw situation or something. No check on the DR.
Yep, steadily applying the pressure over here, yes.
Okay.
Over his head, setting up for another plus situation in a little roundhouse kick. Back to mid-screen here, and now just kind of, here we go. I didn't see trickeration yet. Putting him in knockdown. Yeah, you got to pay for that one, buddy. Big time, and that's going to be a standard DR combo that ended right there. Good on NuckleDu winning that first round, and Punk looking a little... not looking completely unfamiliar, but he's like, I don't know, man.
I mean, like, you got to figure this is probably the least familiar matchup in terms of these two players, right?
I agree.
Like, Punk knows how to play against Du's Cammy, knows how to play against Du's Guile. The DJ, probably of the three, the least. Okay. Good cross cut.
Yep, love the cross cut.
This is the level 1. It's not enough.
Not enough.
All right. With the life lead that you had, you can afford to be a bit greedy there. I say, as if it were me, I would be that greedy and then immediately get 100 to 0'd.
Yeah,
What a pickup.
Okay, trying to break some ankles in the corner. Nothing doing here. Good defense right here by Punk. I love the cross kill by NuckleDu and to get out of the corner as well. But I also love the fact that NuckleDu is constantly putting him in these knockdown situations and forcing him to restand.
All right, level 3 available. Fireball game looking real scary. What a setup for the spacing trap out of Du. Now Punk in burnout, and DJ is one of the best characters in the game at punishing you for being in burnout. But you should not have jumped my guy. First game goes to NuckleDu.
NuckleDu, if there's anybody who knows anything about anti-airing, like, come on, guys. Punk getting a little bit antsy on that one, and unfortunately paying for it with a game. And NuckleDu said he had to lock in real quick, and what a pick to lock in with so far. He's looking real good with a DJ 1-0. Here we go, man. And like we said earlier, especially with this DJ pick, you know, like NuckleDu was stating earlier about how he sometimes that the offense, offense goes zoom zoom, especially with the green, and Punk doing exactly what he's supposed to do and keeping him in the corner and keeping him locked down right here. So Punk gonna be going up around with a perfect by the way.
Yeah, I feel like in that first game, Punk was playing a little bit closer than he wants to. Like, if he's trying to compete against DJ's normals, even with Cammy, that's going to be difficult because he has the range advantage. But if you play just outside of it and use the fact that you have movement mechanics at your disposal, you can be a little bit more explosive and volatile and punish DJ for the fact that he has to use charge, or, you know, be a little bit more committal with those mid-range tools. Plus frames here for Du, has him locked down. No check on the forward dash. Plus frames. Oh, no pickup off the counter hit, crouching strong.
Yep, and that crouching medium was all that Punk needed to go ahead and take this game himself. So striking back, quick fashion in a hurry. That man Punk. And hey, it wouldn't be a ladder. It wouldn't be a match, right, if we didn't go to game 3, right, between NuckleDu and Punk.
Oh my God, the amount of respect. Wants for the whiff punish.
Yes, sir.
Plus frames. All right. Chipping away. I feel like for NuckleDu right now, the goal is keep the game a little bit slower, get that drive gauge differential back in your favor, which is exactly what had happened. We earned just enough time. Just lets Punk backdash, but we're back in that like mid-range spot where Punk's whiff punish game was incredibly strong. Okay, air to air.
Yeah, crazy air to air right there. Gets hit with the projectile now. NuckleDu, ooh, wow, and that overhead was kind of insane. Make him stand, gets the shimmy, and forces Punk to DP NuckleDu up 1 round.
I'm so impressed with those 2 back-to-back reads, right? Like shimmy works, and then to read the invincible reversal right after. Like, because I was worried when Du put himself in burnout, it felt like it was a miscalculation, but it put Punk in a spot where he felt like he had to swing the momentum back into his favorite check after the drive rush from the fireball. Oh my God, we are swinging for the fences, son.
Right. Once again, Punk. Oh, yeah, the backdash, the prediction. Are you kidding me, dude? That read was actually kind of sick, I ain't gonna lie. And the level 2 to put you back in the corner, and no drive gauge either. So now you are in a very, very bad way. And you know Punk is going to try to fight his way out. But,
sorry for the spoilers.
Oh, you're good.
Oh, you're good.
We run into the spoiler warning every time.
Bro, it's just like playing as Punk, bro. Like, it's so annoying because I feel like he's just naturally talented. So I had to, like, he'll be slouching, he'll be thanking subs, and he'll just be smoking people. And I'm over here locked in. I'm not talking to y'all. Like, my baby's crying. I'm not even worried about her. I had to be like so zoned in to even like be in contention of it to beat him. It's not fair, bro. Like, God did not make people. You know, they didn't distribute the skill evenly throughout people. You know,
the skill tree.
Obviously, Punk works hard. You know, he works hard on top of his natural talent. But I would love to be naturally talented to where I could just be talking, drinking soda, eating donuts. You know what I mean? Like, I'm really careful about what I eat too before I play. Shit like that.
Is there any other opponent that that gets you like that as well? Like that really flushes you like Punk does, that forces you to lock in? Or is it just
Yeah, it's definitely Punk and Mana.
okay.
Yeah.
Right. So like, you know, the current Mountain Rushmores of like, you know, modern
sure.
Street Fighter. Yeah, right. Like
Yeah. So you remarked about the food. Now I've definitely had this experience. There's nothing worse than sitting down to play right after you've eaten and you have like that carb sleep, that carb heavy where you just don't want to go. What is your go-to? Like you're about to sit down and have to lock in. You need something to power you through your 2-hour pools block. What are you eating?
I'm eating coffee.
That's the right answer.
good answer. He knows.
Because like I think I play better for sure when I'm hungry, and I don't know if it's that flight or fight response, but regardless of what I eat, it just doesn't do me good. Like I feel groggy. But I was suggested to try bath. Oh my god! I don't want to say bath salts, smelling salts.
Tell me you from Florida without telling me you from Florida.
Florida man strikes.
Florida man, bro.
That's crazy.
Just bath salts before games, bro. You'll win the tournament, bro.
If you don't win the tournament, you'll sure feel like you did.
I feel like smelling salts is quite extreme, though.
Yeah, but like, you know, there are some days, like even with caffeine, you're just not there. You're not present. You might be tired, or you know, you're just, you know, it could be a lot of different factors. But I've never tried it, but it sounds like it could work. Like it just wakes you up. Like someone said, it feels like you're piercing a needle up your nose into your brain.
Oh wait, you talking about smelling salts?
That's wild.
Yeah, smelling
yeah,
salts.
bro.
I've never experienced it.
If you try that, you might like break your controller in half, bro. I ain't gonna lie. like for real, bro. Like coffee is the perfect, like, you know,
The perfect medium
balance, bro. It's the perfect medium, bro. Because like
I mean, like I remember back when DBFZ was still the game getting played a lot, and I remember watching, you know, Goichi would bring those like the Roto drops, right? The Roto eye drops.
Yeah.
And I got those recently because I was having dry eyes, and I just happened to grab them off the shelf, and I got the ones that had like, there was like menthol or something in them. I get why he was taking those drops beforehand, because that will wake your eyes up. I could definitely see the frames after I put those drops in.
see the frames, bro.
Yeah, so I might explore that, but for now it's just caffeine and minimal food in my belly.
Yeah, that's kind of the move, right? Because you like, you know, you don't want to get the itis like during the tournament or whatever. So it's kind of it's definitely something.
It's just unhealthy because, like, you know, I'm trying to gain weight, but every time you're like locked in for a tournament, you're not eating for a whole 6-hour span. You know,
right?
So
sure.
It's so easy to lose weight. On the flip side, it is easy to gain weight too, because if you're gaming after hours, it's so easy to Uber Eats or, you know, just munch while you're playing. But if you're in a tournament, obviously you can't do that.
Yeah. Is it like, are you trying to like bulk up, or are you just trying to put weight on?
Honestly, like my gut is really big, and it's because I eat so much sugar. So I kind of just work out just to maintain my bad eating. You know what I mean? Like, so I can keep doing
you know what? That's fair, man. Everybody has a lifestyle that they want to live, and you have a balance of what you do in order to sustain that lifestyle. If you can work out so that you can eat like shit and that's homeostatic for you, go crazy, man.
The dream, bro.
I wish.
Right. Right.
Dude, are you hopping over to FlyQuest now? Or
yeah, after this match I had to play.
okay.
Oh damn!
I was able to sneak one in since the
No worries, just check it.
FlyQuest. So, dude, you played basically, including this game, you played 3 iterations of Guile. So, is there a Guile that you prefer, like Street Fighter 4 Guile compared to Street Fighter 5 and 6 Guile? Is there a Guile that you like the best?
Actually, yeah, the 4th one actually is Cross Second Guile. That one's the cool one because he could feint a Sonic Boom. I know it sounds hella cheap, it is, but yeah, he was able to feint a Sonic Boom.
How did I not realize that?
Yeah, like he could throw.
That's
he could
crazy.
Do the animation of him charging up a boom. He could dash out of it. I'm pretty sure, if my memory serves me right, I'm pretty sure he was able to do that.
That's insane.
And he had like chainable normals. Like Cross Second was really cool. It's just, I don't know. I don't know what the downfall was. It was hard, boring to watch because some rounds would drag out. And this is when Justin Wong was active, so he didn't really contribute much in terms of, you know, excitement with the game and in the casuals' eyes. I thought it was cool. Like I love lane play, but
Nah.
a lot of casuals.
Yeah. I mean, some of my favorite sets that I think I'll never forget. The set that got me to appreciate Street Fighter was a Justin Wong set, and it was Justin Wong versus Snake Eyes Grand Finals. I want to say it was a NorCal Regionals, and I feel like every round went to timeout, and they were just trading like Geef stand jab versus Rufus crouch fierce, and that was the whole set for 2 3 out of 5s.
Yeah.
Damn. What got you into Street Fighter, dude?
My uncle, because I was playing what's that MK game? I was playing Injustice, and I was just
Oh my.
like I just like resorted to the BS. There was a character named Flash. He had an infinite, and it kind of foreshadowed on how I want to play, because I just showed you I choose cheap characters still to this day. So I would just play that, and I would just infinite him up, and he didn't like that obviously because he can't play. So he told me to play 4 with him, and he would just beat my ass. And that's when I discovered my competitiveness, because I didn't like that. So I saved up for PS3. But then the next time I played him, I smoked him so bad. But then he saw some some potential. He took me to my locals, and I started winning everything.
Word.
That's wild for like to just land in Street Fighter 4 Guile and to have it be like that. Because I'm curious, like you have a favorite version of Guile. Which Guile do you think was the hardest to play?
Hard. Probably Street Fighter 4, because it's hard to win with him.
I would think so too.
Because he's pretty mid in 4. And 5 and 6, you can at least apply some form of offense. Still not the best offense, but Street Fighter 4, bro, he was just mid-range and zoning. If someone got in, they're probably gonna stay in.
And I mean, it was a game where like I feel like all the charge characters struggled under the FADC system.
Hell no.
For a time at least.
Hell no.
Maybe not in Super and earlier back.
What? Charge characters were godlike in 2010.
All right, come on. School is Unk. Tell us what we missed, Unk.
You got NuckleDu right here. There's nothing in school, bro. What?
I mean, I want somebody to tell me I'm new. Like I got the Street Fighter with NuckleDu like went on that run. Like
honestly, it was all a matter of just like getting dexterity down and like knowing when to be holding charge. After that, the focus system didn't really get in the way of anything. Everything pretty much fell into place.
I just remembered you played a charge character in 4.
I played 2.
It was Dictator and Boxer, yeah?
Correct.
I know things about stuff sometimes.
Yeah, no, you smart.
So, except for the original remark.
So Du's opponent is on the brink of disqualification. So,
no generalization, but like DR players have a long history since season 1 of just not being here. Like they'll just make top 8.
No, my brother, we are fully on.
Okay, yeah, you guys know, yeah. I don't understand. I would love to sit down with them and be like, "Yo, where are you? Like, what are you doing? You're in a tournament. Where have you been?"
Bro, there was a time where I shouldn't say this out loud, but like, actually, I don't even have to name names, but there was a DR player who was not playing at his house, and because they live in DR, the power just goes down for them, because like it's not stable, and that's fair and everything. And he tells me, he does the responsible thing. He's like, "Yo, my power went out. Could you just hold my match?" And I'm trying to do the best I can because they don't have a lot of like options. People were hating them back then. This is Street Fighter 5, so it's like the worst time. So like, I'm like, "Yo, let me know when you're home and we can play your match." This fool had me waiting 45 minutes, no response.
Oh no.
Jeez.
This fool had me waiting 45 minutes in a double elimination bracket. And then goes, "Yo, I'm here." What? What? No. No way. Yeah.
He let you know, man. Come on, man. Give him some slack, dog.
Yo, DR players, if you're listening, we love you. We love you so much, but there needs to be higher level of.
Shouldn't speak to all of it. No, I'm just kidding.
No. You know what? I have to be, media trained right now.
That's my dog.
He got DQ, so I'm gonna
Oh.
go for a Casa match.
I'm just a goon. I don't know.
Yeah. But yeah, man, like I don't know if I gotta talk to Mena or whoever and just be like, yo, you guys are you guys or something.
That man made you wait for almost an hour, bro. I'm like, nah, bro. I don't
Fuck it. Yo, y'all suck when it comes to.
I was about to say, yeah. I was about to
Yo,
say, he's holding it back so bad. Man, you might as well let this shit rip, bro. I don't know why you playing.
Bro, we ain't got no sponsors. Yo, DR players, y'all suck when it comes to logistics. Like there's levels to where like we can complain about, you know, language barriers and everything. Some of y'all speak really good English. So that's out the window. Why are you guys so bad at being where you need to be?
Is China still on Modern?
Who?
China?
Yeah, he
I'm
went
about to
to
play Casa match.
Yeah. Modern. He let that Akuma shit go.
Modern's the wave, bro.
Cause if I can cook you, it's not a good look.
Oh no.
It's not a good look.
Jeez.
You know, man.
It's not good, bro. Modern players, bro.
Let me stop. Shout out to Triumph.
Nah. You already said it, bro.
Friend of the show. Let me stop.
Kind of cool people.
Yeah. Triumph cool.
Yo, dude, what do you think about Modern?
It's annoying when I lose to it, but if I smoke them, I feel extra good. But
Hell yeah.
I like that it's inclusive towards like people who, you know, like, who don't have an even playing field.
I don't know that I've ever asked anybody that question and had them just go full barrel with their chest out like that.
It's not. He's definitely true. It's definitely right, bro.
There was no, it has its place. There was no, it's really interesting. It was like, yeah, you know what I love when I beat a Modern player.
He's saying everything I want to say right now. Honestly, this interview should have just been me and Dude getting our shit off. Honestly.
I mean, you got another hour.
It should have just been 2 hours of us being like, you know what? Say exactly what you want to say. We'll send it to Shopify. If they want something deleted, then fine. If not,
nah, Shopify's pretty chill.
bleeding out your
next type people.
they seem chill. They seem like a good fit, if you will.
We can always bring back the bunch clip about doing what was it, Dual Kevin, about the time in Florida.
What?
This man ain't
What?
shit.
You don't remember your favorite clip?
Ain't shit, bro. God.
I have no idea what he's talking about.
Wait, you don't remember either, Brad?
I don't even want to know. I don't even want to know.
Oh, it's literally like the most viewed clip on the channel, I think.
No way.
Hold on, now I gotta find it.
Bro, what is wrong with you?
I love fucking with Modern players, bro.
He clip farming, bro. You better watch out, dude, bro. He got reaction level 1, though. Oh, damn, never mind. My
Yeah,
bad.
reaction level 1 loses the fireball though.
Look, I'm sorry. Look, hey, my bad. NuckleDu got it, bro.
He been at it.
Okay.
Oh, no, I'm getting in him. Hold on.
Wait,
Hey,
what?
yo.
Pause.
No.
Hey, yo.
What'd he say?
Yo, you heard him.
Hey, social.
You heard him.
Hey, social.
Oh, that's me.
Hey, social.
Hey, social.
Oh, fuck, that's me. What's up, man?
Hey, you know what to do, bro. Hit that button one time, bro.
Oh, got it, boss. On the way.
I need that. That's crazy.
Put that on a tweet. Oh man.
Oh, what we got? That's all you want? Damn. Yeah. See, I can.
Oh,
actually,
that was cool.
How this bullshit actually win. See that whole combo right there, Brad? Press 2 buttons. See, now that's just that gimmick, bro. Bro. Like,
The
Actually, just never
very
seen that
slight delay.
right.
Yeah.
like it's almost like a super late air dash, except not really.
Right.
Oh,
Ooh.
Okay, very good parry. Man, I can't see shit.
Yeah, I was about to say, I'm like, this has hit the point of like the fourth wall is gone. We can't see anything, Doc.
I was about to say I trust that NuckleDu's in the middle of a long combo, and right as I say that, the screen turned on and just made.
wait, you guys can't see anything?
Nah, that was
we
me.
can't-
That
the
was
stream
back
still
end.
could.
Yeah.
The stream still could.
It was just producer messing with stuff.
I mean, I visualized it. I already knew what was happening. So, good job, NuckleDu. You did it, bro.
No, my bad. I was really trying to get the clip
Each other.
that I was looking for.
Yo,
They may have the beta match.
yo, quick.
Hey,
They may play each other.
Yo,
They may have the beta
Hear it?
match.
Like,
Yo,
do you
quick
expect us
lore.
to listen to it?
These two have been fighting for like almost 15 years.
Decent.
NuckleDu
Yeah.
and
They
Psycho.
go
Knuckle
for
Duo
it, all right?
Yeah, this is Orlando versus.
Damn it.
I don't hear anything.
I'll link it in the chat. Damn it.
yeah, because I want to see this shit. Oh man, NuckleDu, do you enjoy only Street Fighter? Is Street Fighter the only game you have time for, or are you messing with Marvel Rivals, bro?
Nah, no more Rose. This is the kind of game that I just wouldn't play. It just looks chaotic. And I'm not trying to have someone boss me around, like heal me. Like, nah, fuck off.
Yeah,
But I'd rather
You
just
can
play.
play the healer.
you could play. All the healers is broke, so that kind of fits your motif. You know what I'm saying? Like play broke characters,
And they do be zoning. All of them be zoning.
They do be zoning, bro. So
You can bring some Sue Storm.
oh yeah,
But nah, I play Call of Duty Zombies, like Black Ops 3.
my
and
dog.
like World at War kind of zombies. I don't like the new Black Ops 6 one. I just play it for nostalgic reasons. It's like it's not like critical thinking needed, so it's a good game.
Right.
You know,
I'm just
after
here-
a long
I'm just-
day's work of getting throw loot, it's nice to just shoot zombies. You know?
That's fair. Sometimes you want like a different experience to turn your brain off, right? Like I
Yeah.
definitely empathize with that. Like you, especially like if you're gonna approach a different game than the competitive fighter you're playing, you want a completely different vibe. You don't want to have to engage with the same parts of your brain.
Yeah. And like sometimes you don't even get a chance to use your brain because like if you're playing against Ken, round start, he does low forward drive rush, you get hit. Now you're in the corner. Now how many percentage of your brain you're using because you have only a few options to choose from, man. It's
Oh
not
yeah.
good. It's
At
not
that
good
point, it's let's go
odds.
gambling.
Yeah, and like that sucks. You know, like that sucks. But yeah,
What is your least favorite matchup in this game right now?
Actually, I have to tell you right now. Let me see.
Is it just everybody hates Ken? Like,
Mm,
is that what we on?
The
now?
Ken propaganda army like will never stop impressing me.
bro, they're just annoying at this point. I'm not gonna lie. Like
Like,
I've
I don't
muted so
understand
many
how
Ken
they
players.
keep him out of the conversation so often.
I would say like baby food kind of characters, like really inclusive styles, like Ken, Bison, Rashid. Like those kind of characters is just not fun to play against because after a certain point of neutral, you're only playing the character. You're not really playing the person controlling the character. If that makes sense.
Sure. So it sounds to me then like you want more of that like neutral interaction and actually having to use your tools against the other person rather than being put into a situation where it's like, okay, cool. Now I'm in a fixed interaction with the flowchart that we're just gonna play through over and over again.
Yeah, some human interactions would be nice because when this game first came out, I love bringing this up because there's a guy in my scene. He's a good friend of mine. His name is Nate. I'm sure you know him, Bunch. Nate Fearless. Oh, well, anyways, he's a Ken player, right? Historically, he's always been a Ken player, and I love to bring up the fact that like when the game first came out, if Nate put me in the corner as Ken, or if Daigo put me in the corner as Ken, it doesn't matter who it is. I'm guessing for my fucking life. Like, you know what I mean? Like that's just
Sure.
that's just what happens in a game like this when you get put in a certain situation that isn't hard to put you there in the first place. And unlike 4 and even like 5, you still had to win neutral interactions But in this game, you get rewarded on block, a low forward drive rush,
sir.
and now it's your turn. And you gotta decide you want to take the throw or you want to fight back. Regardless, it's your opponent's turn. You know, it's like Street Fighter 5 when doing a heavy into a cancel V trigger was considered broken because that's just like plus frame. It's like, oh, you didn't deserve that. But now in this game, if you have 3 drive gauge bars, you have a heavy normal into a V trigger cancel, like back in 5. But now that shit regenerates. You know, so it's not really human interaction at that point. It's just
I get what you mean.
yeah.
Yep, that offense that just keeps rewarding you for just, you know, what feels like existing, to be honest with you. Like, all this to say is I also hate Ken in the corner, bro. The character fucking sucks, dude. Sorry. Like,
Yeah.
Every time I see that Wasp Fierce, I hate it.
like just like why do you have some of this
Him
shit,
and
bro?
Luke both.
Like, for real.
It's like, yeah, I get it. I get it. You grew up in a cul-de-sac. I get it.
Bullshit, bro. Swear to God. Man. So that being said, like, do you have like an overwhelmingly positive feeling about Street Fighter 6 just as a game as a whole?
Not
Or-
really.
No,
I'm not gonna lie to you.
no, be real.
Okay?
Be real. Be real.
Be
Like,
real.
yeah.
I mean, I've
We don't have
recently
to keep
started
anybody happy here.
Right.
calling these things, clocking in because it does feel like a 9 to 5. But I think I came to terms with that's not the right kind of energy you want to exert. Just for myself, I don't really care what people think. But for me, it's not good to go into a tournament like, all right, time to clock in. Okay, I can throw a move I can. Like, you need confidence and you need to be in good spirits to play this game because shit is gonna happen. You're gonna get thrown loop, but there's still another round where you still could make a comeback because you could do. You could just wake up perfect parry and back throw them. Now you're in their position that was so favorable. So you gotta be in a good mindset. Like my favorite example is like I got smoked to this one tournament. I think it was can opener. I mean, and there's a lot, right? Like, I do those all the time, but it was a good reference for me because I got smoked in can opener, and I'm like, like that was kind of annoying, but I wasn't like fully locked in. And then the next day, I'm like, yo, I'm gonna win here. And that's like, I'm gonna drink coffee. I'm just gonna smoke everybody, and I did. I destroyed everybody. So having the right mindset definitely helps in a game like this because you don't want to be negative all the time. Because Idom used to just nonstop bitch, bro, like all the time, and it was getting annoying. And like it was valid points, but I think he understood. End of the day, yeah, you can bitch and your viewership goes up, and people are gonna laugh at it. But end of the day, you're gonna close your stream, and it's just gonna be you, not in the cup. And I'm sure he understood that because come regional finals, bro, he was so hard to beat. Like, and I said, I was like, yo, he's probably gonna win regional finals. He's so good right now. And yeah, I think he just understood, like, yo, like bitching's getting me nowhere. I'm just gonna lock it. I'm just gonna destroy people. That's what he did, bro. He played so good.
Yeah, man.
Do you feel
Mindset
like-
is important. It's very mindset is important. You gotta be in a good headspace for these things, right?
Yeah, but so I wonder then, like, what is, and maybe this is like a bigger question, or maybe we're taking a step back, but like I'm especially curious given some of the other stuff that you have going on. Like, do you want that positive mindset because it's helpful for you as a competitor, or because you just want to be able to have a healthy relationship with this game and with being a competitor, right? Like, because I feel like we've all had moments in time where we were grinding it out in a game that, at the time we just like had a poor relationship with it, or we didn't love it. Like people who grinded it out with 5 complaining about it constantly. And it's like, who are you doing this for if it's not for you? You know what I mean?
Well, it's definitely for me because I do some online tournaments, so it's not a type of deal where like I go to work and then I go home and I leave that shit at work. No, like I lost in my room, and now I'm going to my living room where my wife and kids are, and I'm not in a good mood. So ultimately, everything gets affected. Like there'll be times where like I'll have plans to drink.
Yeah,
I know this sounds weird. Like I'll have plans to drink because I never drink. Right? I just feel like sometimes you deserve to spoil yourself. But say that night I lost the tournament, I'm not gonna drink. Like I'm like, regardless of how I feel about not deserving to drink or deserving to spoil myself, I'm just not gonna be in a mood to drink. So my real life does.
That's
get
probably
affected
healthy,
by,
honestly.
my real life definitely does get affected by tournaments, and it's hard to not it's hard to block it out like that and try to keep it separate. But this is my life at the end of the day, so if it doesn't go well one day, and it is kind of unforgiving because I do it five days a week, so you are gonna lose.
Sure.
Sometimes, but it is my job, so it does affect my real life. So which is why I think having a good mindset will only be beneficial for me. Like, it's only giving me a better chance.
And you,
Yeah, man.
and you had said that that you were gonna like dial it back a little bit. Is that the start of this year after Capcom Cup, or?
Oh no, bro. That's like in 6 days. I have a lock-in day, and it's like
Yeah.
the 29th and 30th, and that's just gonna be fully invested into Capcom Cup, like just trying to win that because I know it'd be kind of cool.
And what's the quote unquote regimen change from the 5 days a week tournaments into if you can divulge that?
Less tournaments for sure, because that's not helping me. It's keeping me sharp, but I'm not getting better, so a lot of studying film, and it sucks because I'll have days where I'll be like, yo, today is the day I'm gonna sit down and watch some high level play, right? But then I'll sit down and do that, and not even one round starts. I'm just watching. I'm like, I'll dead be falling asleep. I'm like, yo, I had coffee. Why am I falling asleep? And I think my problem is you're watching this. Everyone just looks the same, bro. Everyone's doing the same shit. So it's it feels like a waste of time just studying. But I think there's a better way to study, trying to look for certain things instead of just trying to digest the whole entire match, because there are a lot of things that are just kind of random. You just do shit. So trying to break down every play-by-play from 99 seconds to the end is probably not the best way to do it.
Yeah.
So I think I'm gonna try to study my opponents more and try to pick apart how they approach certain aspects of the game on defense.
Have you considered maybe not saying that you necessarily need somebody there, but a coach or somebody to sit down with? I know you've been known to practice with a lot of your friends in the past. I know Dual Kevin is somebody that you've trained with in the past. Is there somebody that could help you with watching game tape? Because I know for me, when we're doing stuff logistically for Casa, it's a lot easier for me to lock in when it's a room full of people like this versus me just sitting by myself trying to edit a video. Is that something you've ever considered?
Yeah, I mean, I haven't came public with it, but I did have a coach going into the last Capcom Cup, and I could see the benefits. But for me, the way I viewed it was like a shortcut, because there were so many players, right? So I had this guy, thanks to Shopify, we paid him. I had him study my opponent's habits, especially the people in my group, and just see how they approach the game. So it was mainly their habits that I was focused on, but that was a big cop out for me, and I never done something like that before, and I personally didn't like it because I felt like I was cheating myself. I didn't do my own homework. And I tried, right? But knowing that I have a coach and they did the legwork for me, it allowed me to do other stuff. But so there's one big example that I remember vividly is I had notes for this one guy, and the notes said if this situation presents itself, he's gonna do this. And normally I'm a big read heavy kind of guy, so I like to go for my own reads. But he did his homework, so I'm gonna. So I decided to try it. Bro, that shit did not go how it was written down in the script. I'm like, yo, what the fuck? But it happened a few times in the cup, and I'm like, yeah, I don't think I should do it this way. Yeah,
that's interesting. Seeing that, coaching's not for everybody.
Oh,
no, it's not, and I don't think it's for me.
Yeah, and even coaching that way may not be the way, right? There's interactive versus it sounds like that was a situation where, that coaching was they compiled a bunch of notes and then gave it to you for reference versus I feel like what Bunch was speaking to was more sitting down with someone for your training sessions and having it be a more interactive experience.
Yeah.
Yeah, I also
No, I was gonna say that's the way I learn. I need it to hit me 7 times, and I'm like, okay, like, all right, maybe I don't press here, and, like, all right, maybe I don't get counter hit. Let's try that. Yeah, like I'm definitely the immersive learner where it's like I gotta do it. I gotta fuck it up a million times, or I will never understand what's going on. Some people like Mena. I know he watches a ton of tape. He says that he takes notes, and I don't know if he's watching tape by himself or whatever, or he's in the group chat with all his homies. But that could be something. But it's nice to see that you're taking a different approach rather than just like hard committing to something like that.
Yeah, I mean, I gotta try different shit, right? Because if something doesn't work one year, you can't do the same thing, So I did try the coaching route, and I'm glad I did because I know it's not for me. But maybe it is a good point you guys brought up. Like there are different versions of coaching, so in person, like film review might be helpful, or just like film review with a person instead of just them handing you notes. Like, okay, this is what I observed. Here you go. Like so like I don't know. I might revisit it, but I think for this cup, I'm gonna try it. Do it solo like I normally do. I just do it differently.
Yeah, there's a lot of moments to where like I feel like a competitive game, like a competitive one, like a fighting game or any situation where it's like combat, like because I see it like even in the UFC is just like you have coaches, sure, but like a lot of this stuff is really like reactionary. So like sometimes like you have to. It's really hard to pick that part of information out in the moment, right? And sometimes it can be really, really hard to like see it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, because it's like, yeah, we wrote this down on the paper and we practiced this scenario like maybe 5-6 times, but like now that it's happening here, it's happening at at a very inconvenient time for me, and like I couldn't see it in time, and it's just crazy stuff like that. Because that being said, it's like while people have habits, sometimes people in the moment are just very unpredictable, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like it's
I mean,
like,
the saying is everybody has a plan until they get punched in the face, right?
Right. Basically, right.
There's a difference between doing something in theory and doing something in practice.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So like,
now, I wonder, on the topic of coaching, what do you think about? And this is an older topic. It's not necessarily topical anymore. But what do you think about like in-person coaching? Like
I've never done it.
Events.
I've never done it, but I wouldn't know. I wouldn't know how. I know Mena does it with his coach, but yeah, me personally, I don't know how it would go for me. I just tried another form of coaching, and it didn't go too well. And it's not a knock on the coach itself. It's just how I operate.
I was about to say it's a learning experience type deal.
And people learn different ways.
Mm-hmm.
Right, like something that don't speak to you might speak to somebody else. Everybody goes about things differently.
Yeah.
Like I feel like the in-person coach would probably be like super nervous whenever they go up there, because it's just like, yeah, like if your coaching don't work and you in person, that's kind of
jeez.
That's
imagine being the coach at like losers finals Capcom Cup, and you go up and you give them the wrong information. Damn.
You told them to double dash command grab out of the corner as a reversal instead of DP, and you just for like $5 million, and it's like, oh, okay. So now we both got to go out in the street because I'm gonna fight you too. Like there's no way you just told me that information.
Yeah, man. That's a lot of pressure.
Yeah, no, you feel bad too, because like I've definitely done that before. I was watching a player, like I was next to a player, and they were playing for a CPT qualifier spot, right? These are losers finals, and I'm just observing. I'm watching, and I just noticed that this dude is not shimmying him, right? So I'm like, yo, like, this is the last round, by the way. Like they're going into the last round. I'm like, yo, I don't want to say too much, but he hasn't been. I said he hasn't been shimmying you. So, bro, the next time he got knocked down, he texts because he hasn't been shimmying. This motherfucker shimmies him. I'm like, oh no.
Ooh.
And he dies for it. I'm like, yeah, see, this is why a game like this, It's still so
Right.
guess heavy, right? So
Right.
like, I felt bad, but I still understand how it goes. It just sucks. That's why I don't like giving people tips, because if I'm wrong, I feel like shit.
Well, so I feel like when you look to other esports, there's so much more infrastructure around the players and the team, and you see things like coaches and you know, regular or training partners and things like that. Do you see a future where that level of infrastructure is pumped into Street Fighter?
I can see teams trying. Like I know, I mean, Shopify tries to with they try to provide me with all the resources that I need and more. But I think Street Fighter is just a little different, because if there's like a team esports, I can understand that working, because there's so many more elements to it, like synergy with your team. Having a sports psychologist might help with, you know, dealing with conflicting ideas. But in Street Fighter, I feel like the 1v1 aspect is so strong that it kind of trumps a lot of the things coaches could apply. You know, does that make sense?
Yeah. No, I
Yeah.
definitely get what you mean. At least in like the sense, if we're looking at coaching in the way and comparing them against like other team-based esports. But and I think you had mentioned earlier, right? Like, you know, boxing or UFC, like they have coaches as well, but it ends up being a very different sort of relationship because the nature of the way that they're playing their game is so different, being a 1v1 versus a team thing.
Mm-hmm. And like I do wonder how much input like the coaches have, because like imagine like you go in with a game plan and you run certain reps to prepare for certain situations.
Yes.
And then the fighter itself, like that situation is supposed to present itself, and then the fighter that you're coaching feels like something else is going to happen. Like, who do you trust, your coach or your instinct that you're actually fighting? You know what I mean? So I think that's so conflicting, and like you have to decide, because it's like NBA too. Like there's a lot of times Damian Lillard, he goes against the what the coach says, and it works out, and sometimes it doesn't. But the times that it works out, you know, because he trusted himself, and it looks kind of funny if it does fail, because if it does fail, then you kind of let your team down. But if it doesn't fail and you succeed, then everyone's gonna think you're a god. So it's very conflicting, you know.
Yeah, like when he took that half court shot versus well, so many of
Paul George. Yeah, I don't think that was supposed to be part of the play. I think
Right, he took that half court shot against Paul George, and then he made it. And
Yeah.
Paul George in the interview was like, "A bad shot is a bad
Yeah,
shot."
that was a bad shot.
And it's just like, it was a bad shot, like, because y'all are going home, so it was a bad shot, like, and like this is the type of thing that, like, you know, you face in a combat sport, right? It's just like, yeah, bro, like, I mean, I told him not to DP here, but he did it anyway. And now
But it can just so easily go the other way, you know.
Exactly.
So you can't have that.
That's the beauty of it too. At the same time, because it's just like, you know, it's so unpredictable. Why is it taking you so long to queue up? Is he from DR?
Oh no, he got DQ'd. Edward Singh was supposed to be on the
Okay,
opponent,
all right, cool.
He got DQ'd, and then he showed up for his losers match like almost immediately. So he kind of got DQ'd for no reason, man. Like, where were you?
Oh, you mean in the FlyQuest side?
Yeah, like he.
Oh.
Yeah, like he got DQ'd, and then he had to play his losers match. He was just there almost immediately.
I keep forgetting this man is in 2 tournaments. Why do you like being in?
Because I was gonna say, I'm like, I see you're 5-0 in our bracket, so like you don't.
Yeah, he's
You
currently
could just
still in
coast.
first. Yeah,
You could just coast through our ladder for the rest of the night and not do anything.
he is being followed by Big Dom Churros, Rookie, Irium Games, Sledge, Yazdero, Johnny, Flux Waves, Mike X, and Resek, I believe.
But
they're all tied for sixth.
Shouldn't lose to someone that has 2 L's, right? Because like sometimes ladders be weird, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Like someone that's 8 and 2
I'm not gonna lie to you, man.
Someone that's like 6 and 1. I'm like, yo, what?
I don't understand it.
Nobody
I
knows.
well and truly do not understand it. People have tried to explain it to me, and like every time they do, it
gets more confusing.
It feels like, yeah. Because it's like,
Yeah.
oh, it's about the ratios. I'm like, word. So like, why would a 5-0 be worse than like an 8-1? Because like you still won 100%. And it's like, yeah, well, yeah. I'm like, I don't know. There's some stuff happening in the back end. I just wait until the ladder's finalized.
Part of it is who you beat and who you lose to, right? Like if your only wins come from people that are like 0-5, they're not weighed as heavily as if you beat the 5-0 player. And so like if you're losing to the 5-0 player, it doesn't weigh as heavily as you losing to the 0-5 player. So like there's so many levels of like different math going on that Microsoft has their thumb on the scale for. So
Oh, I forgot Microsoft owns StarGG.
Yeah.
you wouldn't know it.
No, I know it now because StarGG has gone to shit. So that's a good sign that Microsoft took control.
That's some funny ass shit.
It runs on Windows 11. They
I'll
keep
be
trying
right
to push
back.
me for
I'm
the
gonna use
update.
I actually haven't. I've been hearing Windows 11 isn't that bad, comparatively. I mean, there's obviously been some really bad Windows updates, but I don't know. I keep getting pushed to do the update because I finally did the thing. You might actually know this, Brad, but did you know there's a GitHub that you can just run a command line off of and it activates your Windows for you for free?
I mean, I didn't know that, but I have used command line stuff to activate Windows, so it doesn't surprise me that there's a GitHub repo to be able to do it.
Yeah, it's like this like official thing basically. And so I finally was able to get rid of the little activate Windows button in the bottom right of my screen.
Oh yeah.
My brother-in-law is a Windows developer, so whenever I need a key, I just hit him up.
Dan, you just giving out keys, Brad? Can I have a key?
Are you married to my brother-in-law's sister?
I am not.
Yo, no bullshit. I actually need a key for Windows.
CD key? Well, I mean, yeah, CD keys has them for like 10
If I can
bucks.
get it for the free,
All right, hold on.
that beats $10.
I'll send you the text to
Valid.
run in your command line. Hold on.
Fucking valid, bro.
If I can get it for the free, it's for me.
We need it for the free, baby. I ain't gonna lie to you.
I ain't gonna hold you, dog. You know how expensive
who
these
know-
tournaments are?
Yo, who knows what the economy is going to look like in the next 2 years? That $10 may matter.
I know what this Matcherino look like right now. Thank you to
It's American dollar.
Dirty. What is
Go ahead and
this?
say go ahead-
Dirty
go ahead and
Whistle. That's crazy. I regret saying
Dirty whistle?
I regret saying that.
say it, bro.
I regret
Ew.
saying that one.
Ew.
Shout outs to you for the $25
Say his
contribution
name.
to the Matcherino.
Say his name, dog. Like,
I just did.
just saying, bro. Gotta make sure we show the proper respect, bro, to the people direct contributing to us, bro.
Where's my dinner?
But yeah, I mean, if you are one of the many people that don't have an activated Windows, just Google Windows activate GitHub and follow the instructions.
Maybe.
And it's going to disappear because now it exists on a broadcast and some
No,
AI
so
bot
it's
somewhere is gonna
like
draw
an
attention to it.
official GitHub. Like you can look at the like different Reddit posts about it. It's apparently been around for like years.
No, but I haven't paid for this Windows either.
I mean, run the script anyway. What's the worst that happens?
Brad, can you get me some free Windows, bro?
I'll see what I can do.
Holy
I'll see what I can do.
shit, bro.
Just
These extra steps.
what do you mean? You're gonna put
For
in the
what it's
same amount of work.
Go to a website and run a script is not a whole lot of extra
You are,
steps.
bro. You already explained too much.
You could have done it already.
You already explained too much to this man. Bro.
Like, I
working.
have done it that way. It's not hard.
I'm working.
He's working, bro. Like,
It's just as easily as using the Mascherino code. I'm telling you.
All right, we'll do it Sunday. We'll do it Sunday.
you
Yeah.
won't even do it
Lighthouse
right
says
now.
Microsoft don't care. They just want you
Bro,
on
I
Windows.
don't
You are
want
right.
anything to break during the show. Like, what is wrong with you people? Why do you guys want things to go bad during the show? Thank you to everybody using the codes. We are officially out of codes. Please consider contributing straight to the Matcherino, or you can sub to our channel, and I will add $1 for every subscription.
Oh yeah, Lighthouse even knew the name. It's Massgrave. See, chat knows.
Yeah, chat. Chat is hackers.
We do need more of those in the world.
Chat or hackers.
I mean,
Which
I'm
one
down
do
for
you-
both. Like, if hackers want to join our chat, that would be cool.
As long as they don't
I wouldn't
hack
mind.
us.
I wouldn't mind more white hats.
Like, I still have student loans. What the fuck's up with that?
So somebody said, what do you guys not? So when people refer to hackers, there's white hat hackers and black hat hackers. Black hat hackers are the ones that you think of that are like hacking shit in bad faith and like trying to steal stuff.
Those are the movie
White
guys.
Swordfish.
White.
I love that movie. Sorry, go ahead.
The white hat hackers are hacking shit to like find vulnerabilities. What the hell?
What was that? Who joined the channel?
The Rock. The Rock.
Wow. Wow.
This man's so fucking awful, bro.
What?
Man, mean as fuck, bro. What the fuck is going on? What is this?
That wasn't me. That wasn't me, but I liked it. That wasn't me.
Oh my god. Why is that on our soundboard?
It's really to offset the other part of our soundboard. You know, you gotta have both sides.
Let me close this soundboard before I press.
Yeah, I'm
something
about to
I'm not
say,
supposed
y'all
to.
go.
I got some shit that's not supposed to be.
Oh yeah, there's Discords out like you can look at like the Discord sounds from all the other ones you're in. Thankfully I don't have Nitro, so I can't accidentally click on them. But brother, some of these Discords need to be shut down.
Who is this one?
You're about to hit a button.
He's
That's
actually
the N64 GoldenEye pistol
he's
sound,
actually just clicking things. I'm muting it now. Banjo ruined it for everybody by just clicking things.
I like.
Jesus Christ, that's so loud.
I'm so
What-
glad I
what
muted
is
it.
it?
Why did it get louder?
What the fuck was that?
I'm so glad I muted it.
It was loud and then it got louder. What was that?
This man got white noise as a sound. as a fucking sound.
You
Yo,
guys.
sometimes the crowd gets hype. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Oh man.
you know what I'm saying? Sometimes you gotta parry somebody. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, that's kind of wild.
Anyway, chat, since we do seem to have an abundance of time, I don't know if you guys have heard, but the Evo Awards are currently going on where you can vote for things like Best Commentary Moment, Best Commentator, Best Dressed, or most importantly, the Best Local. As you may notice on your screen now that CasaBunch is on that list of votees. So you can go ahead and head on over to evo.gg/awards. You can, answer out the rest of those categories as best as you want. But most importantly, like I said, you got to click on Best Local and give a vote on over to CasaBunch. We've been here for almost 5 years now, putting on shows with the help of you guys in the community, the help of our players. And it's just a situation where we've really enjoyed being here. And we wouldn't be here if it wasn't for you guys watching week in, week out.
That's a fact. That's a huge fact. Couldn't have said it better. Whenever people come to congratulate me, I feel the biggest amount of imposter syndrome, because to be quite honest, it could not have been done without, for one, the team around me, the 20 people that helped get Casa to where it is today, both present and past, and more importantly, you guys, the viewers. We wouldn't be anything without you guys. So I want to thank you guys from the bottom of my heart for even getting us nominated, because that shit is the coolest thing ever. So thank you, and vote for us, please.
The competition's huge, guys, as in the competition we're against. And it's
We'll clear that up.
so meaningful that we were even nominated in the first place. But
Yeah.
it's just an honor, honestly. I don't really know how else to describe it.
to be nominated next to the local that I was going to when I was 19 years old is surreal. It's like there's no world where that makes sense, if I'm being totally honest.
Did he just come back and just start
He
playing?
Yeah, I'm here.
just locked right in.
Oh, okay.
No, I didn't want to interrupt y'all sentimental little thing going on, so I'm gonna just.
Nah, you interrupt what you're the featured guest, man. You can
I'm gonna go jump off the cliff now.
you could walk in here and just be like, yo, what do you guys think? Which is the best Willy Wonka movie? And like, we'll derail everything.
Yeah, on the low.
It is the Gene Wilder one.
Well, I was gonna say the Timothy Clement one's not bad. I do think you're right in
What?
that.
The Timothy who?
Bro, pause.
Chalamet?
Chalamet, right?
Chamlet? It's like Hamlet with a C,
Chalamet.
right?
Right. Chalamet. You got it.
I
Chamlet?
forgot that there was even a other Willy Wonka movie.
Well, there's also the Johnny Depp one.
I mean, that one wasn't bad.
Anyway,
My problem with the Chalamet one is that like it pretends it's a musical, and then it like pretends to be a prequel to the Gene Wilder one because it explicitly references it at the end in the last musical number, and it's like we don't need any of that.
Gene Wilder and nothing else matters. Thank you. Rest in peace.
Yeah, you right.
I thought he left on that note. I'm like, damn, like what happened? Oh, he did leave.
Nah, he's just setting up the second stream that we're
Right.
trying out for top 8 tonight.
Right.
This is a FlyQuest match, you said, yeah?
Yes.
Oh, he's locked in. I actually, I don't expect him to answer a question at all. I should have known because there's a Guile on the screen.
Well, I did also notate it where we typically have our.
The Devil's Reverse, I need you to show your work right now. It says Johnny Depp one was the best.
Don't listen to him, bots.
I mean, like they could just be an acid user, in which case that tracks.
There's a better acid sequence in the Gene Wilder one.
Oh no, I'm actually getting completely mixed up. You're right.
Bro, I don't know why I expected you to like follow along with me on this.
Anyway, speaking of, Dune 2 is great. You should stream it. It's online.
I enjoyed
good.
Dune 2. Yeah.
Very good movie. Yeah.
I haven't seen the TV show yet, so but that's because it's on. Like,
I don't care to watch it.
Yeah, you don't really need to. I ain't gonna lie, bro.
I don't think that it's based on any book material, and if it is, it's probably not one that Herbert wrote.
No,
'Cause
I
know
think it's
he
like a super
wrote-
prequel because it's from the beginning of the Bene Gesserit.
Right, but so I know there's a lot of other universe stuff in the Dune franchise for the books, but I know Herbert only wrote 5 or so of them, and then like his son and other people picked up the work and started expanding the universe from there.
Okay, that tracks.
You're right in my nerd wheelhouse here for this one.
Honestly, like, bro, I don't really think you miss anything with the TV show. To be honest with you, I ain't gonna lie. But
So-
I think the movies do a pretty good job.
Look, WB will cash grab when they can cash grab, man.
Yeah,
Like,
and I mean, but like my thing is like, content can be bad. Like content's allowed to be bad,
Yeah.
but it can still be enjoyable. Like I'm a huge defender of bad movies, right? Like there are so many bad movies out there, and some
no
of them
wonder
are
you and
fun.
Camilla get along.
No. We had this conversation, Brad. It's different level. There's Sharknado, and then there's like, there's like
You're saying
Spider-Man,
Santa
the
Jaws,
Amazing
though.
Yo.
No, Santa
They were bad
Jaws.
movies, though.
Yeah, like stuff like that is not my
Like,
wheelhouse.
Like Sharknado is a league above the shit my wife watches.
Santa Jaws, bro.
I bet you would love the Meg.
We watched that. She had a blast watching that.
The second one was worse, so she's probably going to enjoy it more.
It was. What was funny about the second one was from the second I started watching it, I was like, there was a Chinese producer that jumped onto this project for this one, wasn't there? And then I Googled it, and indeed, because they moved a bunch of stuff over to China and cast a bunch of Chinese actors in new lead roles that had nothing to do with the original. And it was like, oh, okay, like the money came from somewhere else specific here on this one. Nothing wrong with that. It was just very transparent.
Speaking of bad movies, did you watch Red 1?
I couldn't finish. We couldn't finish Red 1.
Really?
Yeah. There's bad, like, stuff has to be so bad it's fun. What a jab check from Snap. God damn.
I saw something like that movie had like a $200 million budget and 150 of it went to The Rock.
It did. It did.
Yo, the balance of power on Netflix had to change dramatically.
Don't ever say that line.
What?
What Brad just said, bro. Don't play with me.
The balance of power thing.
Oh my God,
Somebody pointed out the post-credit scene of League of Super Pets has like Black Adam, Superman, Black Adam's dog, and Crypto. And Black Adam voiced Black Adam, Black Adam's dog, and Crypto. And they were like 75% of this post-credit scene is The Rock talking to himself.
Bro. Like, bro. I mean,
That's
I don't
so
know what
funny.
I don't know what DB was. What
Also, he
WB was
won't
supposed
fight
to say.
Shazam, who is the only character that matters for Black Adam.
No,
Well,
he
that's
has-
fine, because what's his face? The Shazam actor's so weirdo. So
Well, that too.
Damn. All WB.
This predated Zachary Levi being a weird
True.
anti-vaxxer.
it's just, you know, DC L's on top of L's.
Well, it's over. now.
WB does not know how to land a plane.
It's definitely not over. DC does not
Nah,
have a W
It's
coming.
over. It's over, bro. Superman is gonna be literally the best.
Nah,
superhero
I'm
movie.
on
That movie
board for
looks so
Superman. I
bad.
trust James Gunn.
It
I
looks
trust James
so
Gunn.
bad.
Nah, bro. That movie gonna slap, bro. I promise.
That movie's Madam Web for DC.
Damn.
You are so wrong,
That
bro.
man's smoking.
What?
That movie looks so.
Nah.
They couldn't even get the actor to lay down in a snow pile for the trailer. Like, it's CGI.
Bro, I think you complain about the wrong thing. If you compare a movie that we haven't seen yet to Madam Web, like maybe if you compare Craven to Madam Web, or you know,
I actually haven't
what
seen
is that,
Craven yet. It's on the
Well,
list.
I saw Craven last weekend.
You don't need to.
It's
It's a movie.
like so many other of the Sony movies. It's like, so the Sony Spider-Verse movies have two tiers. One is, this could have been a good movie, but they didn't finish making it, so it's dog water. And that's like Morbius, Madam Web. Like, there's almost a good movie there, and it's like, oh, you guys just like didn't find the one piece that worked and build on it. And then
what
they
do you
have,
think is missing, Brad?
from which one?
Any of them, just any Spider-Verse Sony movie. What do you
Yo,
think is
so
missing?
for more, no, because I know your goal, what you're trying to get at here is like what's missing is Spider-Man, but Morbius specifically, like there's actually a super compelling story about a guy with vampirism who sees it as a curse, and his longtime best friend who would rather be cursed than die young. But they don't spend any time in the movie establishing their relationship with each other. So when that relationship breaks down, we don't give a shit.
Yeah,
But
sounds about
that
right.
is like an emotional core of a movie that is not bad. And then the Vulture didn't need, like, whatever they paid Michael Keaton to pretend to show up for that, like, was too much and too little money.
Wasn't that around the same time he was being Batman too?
Yep.
Damn.
Another
Movie so-
another one
movie-
that's like,
movie so ass they had to get not even two Batman could save it. Damn.
3.
3 Batman, you're right. Yeah. And I love Batfleck. I love that dude. I love him as Batman. But like, yo.
I feel so bad for him because Batfleck is fine. It's just nobody that used him at any point knew what to do with him.
It's a shame, bro. I mean, like I said, we don't have to think about that anymore, you know, because that rough part for Warner Brothers in superhero movies is over, right?
Why, they
No, I
finally
get
shut down the studio?
Nah, man, you don't trust James Gunn?
It just doesn't look good. James Gunn has been fine. Like, I really enjoyed the Guardians of the Galaxy movies, and like, you know, some of the other stuff. But like, I'm also not super engaged in DC material outside of like Batman and like Green Arrow. Like,
Okay, so no wonder you don't like the Superman movie. It's
well, it's not
miserable.
It's not a Superman person because I liked Henry Cavill even if the movies were bad.
What'd you
But
like about
that
Henry Cavill's
wasn't Superman.
Henry Cavill did play Superman. Man of Steel.
But it wasn't Superman.
He certainly looked like Superman, Brad.
He didn't act like Superman.
What do you mean? He
was
punched
not,
stuff,
like-
and he stopped bullets. Like, that's what the character
Tell
does.
me you don't know tell me you don't know about Superman without telling me you don't know about Superman, right? Like Scott Snyder had the very conceit of the DC universe fundamentally backwards.
Zack Snyder.
Yeah, sorry. Yes.
I got confused for a second. Like, oh shit. But yeah, bro. Like
No, Scott Snyder's fucking great.
yeah, bro. Like I don't think we're this is two completely different Supermen we're talking about. One of them acted like Superman, but one of them did the thing that you're talking about, which is just sat there and absorb bullets and punch shit. Like one of
That's
them was
what the
that.
character does.
No, he doesn't.
He does a lot more than just
Superman is the Captain America and Spider-Man of the DC universe, except he is also the one that is the strongest.
Oh, sorry.
Like,
I
when
had to
Ed-
walk in.
No, you're
Nah,
good.
bro,
Man.
we
You
saw,
didn't
bro.
miss
We went on
much.
so many
I'm about to say
tangents.
you saw that you were in the first three.
Are
bro.
you a comic book character person, dude?
A comic book? Nah, I'm not a comic book kind of guy. I don't like reading.
All right, cool. We went
you don't like-
completely away from you.
You don't like reading, bro?
No.
I feel that.
You don't
bro.
like picture books?
I feel that, bro.
Nah.
So
we
like
were arguing about Superman.
yeah, bro. So do you let me see. I'm looking at this questionnaire. You say you like spicy food. You say you like music.
What music you listen to?
I don't listen to all kinds, but EDM is like my favorite. I go to a lot of music
EDM.
festivals and stuff. Yeah. Like
Where
dubstep.
You ever go to the? I know there's a big EDM festival in Florida. Yeah, did you go to that?
There's a few. There's EDC Orlando and there's Ultra Music Festival. I go to EDC
I
Orlando
think-
every year.
No shit.
I think my brother-in-law
Really?
went to that this year.
Yeah, it's a good time. It's really crowded though. I'm not gonna lie.
yeah, I was gonna say.
I can
as
believe
a-
that.
As a DJ, I've always wanted to just go just to experience the shit.
Yeah, it's cool, man. I recommend everyone try it once. And you don't have to do drugs. You can just go sober. You can drink.
Go and vibe.
Vibes, yeah.
Hell yeah.
So I don't listen to EDM, right?
Mhm.
Like, what is it about EDM that is why you appreciate it? Like what do you get out of listening to that?
I promise you, that you got a song in your playlist that's made by EDM DJ. I promise you, there's just no way.
I don't doubt that.
Yeah.
And like I appreciate the art. Let's be clear. I appreciate the artistry that goes into it. I appreciate the craft, right? Like I've dabbled in music myself. I like the art, all of that. I get it. It purely as a listener, it doesn't usually do it for me. And so I'm just curious, like listener to listener, like what is it?
So, I mean, I can be pretty transparent about this. I used to do a lot of drugs, like during COVID time, like when you're just by yourself. I used to do a lot, and when you
We were all locked inside.
yeah, and like when you do certain kind of drugs and you listen to EDM, it's like peanut butter jelly. It's like pre-workout in the gym.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? It's like really cool. I mean, I sound horrible, but obviously I don't do it no more because it's really bad for your like. You
I'll
can't
say-
like there's a thing called a come down where like after your
Yeah.
fucking joy is gone, you're just miserable, and it's not just for a day. It's like a long time, especially if you do it a lot, right? So I will say like when I listen to EDM now, I could kind of refer back to the time when I was doing drugs, and I hear that part, that like the peak, like the drop, and I can kind of remember how it felt like on drugs. So it kind of feels like the same. Like honestly, when I listen to EDM, it feels like I'm on drugs, if that makes sense. Even though I'm sober, you know.
I get
And
it.
like yeah,
I-
it's never gonna go away. I feel like yeah, I'm always just gonna enjoy EDM.
It's that what's
Yeah.
that dopamine, Brad?
Yeah.
Like if I like as a DJ, bro, I can tell you that like I can't speak for NuckleDu in this sense, but like I can say that like because I listen to EDM all the time, and like it just sometimes EDM is under such a wide umbrella of stuff that you can listen
Yeah.
to.
I mean,
bro.
there's so
Yeah.
much stuff.
A lot of
And that- but-
subgenres.
and there's so many subgenres, bro. But for me personally, it's like the energy. You know what I'm saying? It's just like sometimes it's just this fun like feeling that you get whenever you listen to it, bro. Like it's a feeling that I get, and like there's moments to where like the energy like ramps up,
Mhm.
and there's moments to where like it ramps down. but when it ramps down, there's like a melody to it sometimes, bro.
Yeah, it's still chill.
So in this moment, and never before, I've never like genuinely asked somebody this, but like in this moment, I'm hearing like y'all are saying the same stuff about this that like I grew up listening to like hardcore punk and metal. And like there's people that are like, oh, why would you listen to that? It's all screams, it's all this, it's all that. And it's like, yeah, man, you know, when that breakdown hits and you're in the pit and everybody's moving as one, I'm hearing a similar sense of like group spirit, camaraderie, and there's like a pulse to the room that everybody's locked into, and there's something hypnotic about that.
Oh yeah, that like kind of perfectly describes it. Because like,
Yeah.
at first, like when I first heard of EDC, I thought it was so stupid. Like, why are you guys going out of your way to pay all this money just so someone can play music for you? You know what I mean? I thought that was really dumb, but that's just me being ignorant. And like when I went,
You're not a concert person normally?
No, not at all. My first concert was actually when Lupe Fiasco brought me out. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, he beat Daigo.
Damn.
Yeah,
Not a
but
bad
yeah,
start.
it's cool because like, you know, the visuals are kind of cool. Like the backdrop, what they have playing goes with the music, and the whole light show is like an art in itself because there's someone actually physically doing that. So, and yeah, like for EDM events, Plur, it's like, I think it's called positivity, love, unity. What's the R one for? Respect, I think. Yeah. So
That sounds right.
when you're at these EDM shows and everyone's just dancing, bro, it's just really cool to see everyone just like let go of whatever they got going on in their real life, and everyone's just trying to have a good time. And it's just super non-judgmental. Like if you're not dancing, no one's gonna care. If you fall, everyone's gonna help you back up. And yeah, like for example, Shine, he doesn't listen to EDM at all, but he goes to EDC Orlando with me every year because he knows how much I like it, right? So we'll be at the dubstep stage where it's like dubs, like heavy metal and dubstep mix, right? And like, yeah, like everyone's moving. I look over and Shine is going in, bro. And I was like, yo, Shine, like, you know, I know he doesn't like this music, but because everyone else is moving, it makes you just want to, like, you don't feel pressure, but you just see everyone having a good time. So in the music,
You get captured.
yeah, it's not the worst thing in the world, you know. But like the kind of EDM I like is like not just pure dubstep. It's got to have some kind of rock or metal in, like mixed with it, because like Janko said, like it's such a wide spectrum for EDM.
Yeah, it's a very big umbrella, bro.
Give me 3 artists that I will listen to tomorrow.
Oh, okay. Sullivan
I'm
King.
genuine. I'm open up Notepad right now.
Yeah, Sullivan King is my favorite because he's like rock, metal, and dubstep, and it just sounds so good together. So Sullivan King's one, Excision's the other one.
Yes, sir.
Excision.
Oh, what's a good one? Let me just look at my playlist real quick.
Excision go crazy.
Excision is like the king of dubstep. Like his shit is amazing. Like the visuals is really good.
There's a video that went viral last year where basically he had this mix where he had like Shrek visuals, bro. Like it was.
Oh, I know.
I saw that clip. I saw that clip.
That was Excision, bro. Like
yeah, I've seen him live many times. He's cool.
Excision goes crazy. He's so good, dude.
Yeah, I would say like Soul the King and Excision is my 2 most listened to. Elenium's cool to bridge people into EDM because he's like really easy to listen to. You know, I'm not trying to sound like a elitist with EDM, but it is a lot pretty easy to listen to.
Like, no, I fully get what you mean, right? Like when you
Shaq.
every
Shaq
hobby,
is a DJ. You know, Shaq. His DJ name is Diesel, and he's actually like he plays the kind of music I like. It's like
DJ.
Really strong.
He's talking about DJ Diesel, bro.
Yeah, I've seen him live a few times too. It's just big ass dude just pushing buttons. It's pretty funny.
Like, and it's so funny because like you said, Brad, like that man will be in the pit.
Oh yeah.
That man will be in the pit, like you know, shaking the entire length of the guardrail because he's a 7'5" man. Like it's crazy, bro. Like, and but it's just the fact that like even Shaq can like come out there and be a DJ, but like everybody's vibing to what Shaq is playing, bro. Like that's kind of the magic of like, you know, it's the same camaraderie that you have whenever you go to concerts, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like it's crazy, bro.
Except I can do it in my 30s because it's not gonna hurt my back as much. Well,
it depends on who you're going to listen to, doesn't it?
No, I get it, cause like the last show I went to, bro, it was like 2 weeks ago. Bro, like it's tiring. I'm not gonna lie. Like I'm just like you'll dance for one song and then the next song comes up and you'll be like, this song's okay. So I'm gonna just conserve my energy. Like I'm actually thinking about shit like this at the event. Like I was never a thing when I was younger, but my back hurts. So I'm tired as hell. It's 2 a.m.
Like, oh, I wore the wrong shoes for this. You know you're old when you realize I wore the wrong shoes for this.
See, you guys are talking about this, but like, think about Evo, right? Like, some of your hotels are like 2 miles away from the venue, and you have to walk through the casino to get there.
Yeah.
It's the same
Walking the
thing.
smoke.
You wear the wrong shoes because you want to look trendy, you want to look good. Smoked. You got blisters for the rest of the weekend.
He ain't never lied. Doctor is telling the one.
No, I'm past that point, bro. I wear running shoes every single day. No matter where I'm going.
every time.
It's just not worth wearing Air Forces or Jordans. Like, who the fuck I'm trying to look good for?
I'm grabbing Dr. Scholl's.
Got you, bro. Dr. Scholl's. I'm in.
You got to get those
bro.
UFOs recovery shoes.
I don't even know what that is, but I'm about to Google it.
I think they're basically Crocs, but like marketed to sports players. I don't know. I see it on football all the time. But that's why at Evo we go to the spa on Sunday
Bunch
instead of the
spa.
venues.
On Sunday, the Delano every year. I do not play games. I'm booking that shit emphatically. Every year, the Delano spa is ham.
That's the premium hotel.
One of them, yeah.
It's
Okay.
Bro,
So
what
you-
if Bunch? What if we got in touch with the Delano and the spa, and we tried to get a Casa Sunday watch party going at the
Is
spa?
Duke playing right now?
No, I'm just shut
Oh.
No.
We're
No,
vibing.
I just see on the stream it's
No, that was Fluxwaves
DJ.
and Edwarding.
oh sorry.
Edwarding.
Sorry.
Edward Ting.
Edwarding.
It's an Edward Ting, not me.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Sorry. Yeah. So the ladder's officially closed.
Yeah, I assume I'm in the top 8. It'd be crazy if I was just over here chilling. bullshit.
NuckleDu, I'm sorry to tell you, you are first tier.
First
You're
tier.
you're in the first seed.
Stand
Oh,
And,
nice. Okay.
And your friend Victor Woodley is number 2, so that answers my question from earlier today.
Oh,
Which specifically number 2 because of his loss to you.
Yes, that's exactly why.
Wait, how's he number 2? He's 3-1. I thought he just
So-
gave up.
No.
he refreshed the.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
see 6-1.
Yeah, you gotta
He's-
refresh.
Oh, okay.
He took a break, came back, and said, you know,
Damn,
what?
bro, I thought he was done. God damn it.
He said, you know
Give
what,
this shit
I'm gonna
again.
try.
Nah, you prepare to lock in later.
I think what it is somebody blessed the Maturino crazy, and
It was actually a couple people. There was like
Yeah,
a $25 train going.
Actually,
Oh,
yeah.
nice.
Let's read through that real quick.
Oh, damn.
Dirty Whistle returns and drops another 25. We got Cat Daddy MD and Daft Man 13 with 25s all around. There's a few dollars in there. We got KO Kane, Megazan, that's crazy, and Electric Lee. Electric Lee. Shout outs to all the people that have been contributing to the Maturino. We're officially at 115, but it doesn't have to end there. Keep giving your hard-earned dollars to these very deserving players.
To NuckleDu.
Okay. to possibly Punk if Punk stops talking to his chat, because we know Duke can't do it. I had to jab you one time tonight. I didn't jab you at all. No, but dude, it's been fun having you on, man. Like it's cool to have these in-depth conversations on your approach, what life's been like, how all of this has been going for you. I think this is our longest we've ever sat down and had conversations.
Yeah, we always just see each other in the same vicinity. Say what's up.
I see you for like maybe 45 seconds every like 3 months, and you're like, yo, you live in Boston, right? I'm like, No, you get where I live wrong every time. It's actually incredible. It's none of your business to know where I live, but like it's the funniest shit ever because like I could see you actually trying to remember where I live, and it's always just not it. So nah, but thank you so much for just being
That's cool,
even a friend in passing, man. Just thank you for being you, man, and being a part of this thing. TJ, did you ask him the question?
I've not asked him the question yet. I was waiting on you.
So go ahead, get your shit off. This is your question.
So, NuckleDu, at the end of the kickback, I asked everybody this question, and considering that you are, in my opinion, on the Mount Rushmore of Street Fighter players, you're one of the most important people in the scene. You're an OG, you've seen it all, you know it all. Look, I was gonna say look at the camera, but if you could speak to everybody right now, what does the FGC need right now? What do they need right now?
They need a gold standard because we don't have one. Like when it comes to tournaments, there's no tournament that gets it right to a T, and that's kind of hard, you know. But bro, we've been doing this since 2009. You know what I mean?
Before
And
that.
I feel like sometimes we're going a little backwards. Like still playing on PS5 is kind of buns. You know, like we pay all this money to travel and put all these hours into our good equipment PC, only to travel to a PS5 event where the monitor has been running 4 hours of Tekken, and now it's time to play Street Fighter. Then there's just too many variables and too many external factors that could potentially sabotage a player's performance. And so I think PC is just better, bro. I understand the logistics is hard, but bro, we can't be going back in time. Like everyone's playing, like online is the best way to play Street Fighter because you have your trusted setup. You know, like I consider myself an online warrior now because I don't travel. I don't want to travel. I don't want to use my wife's precious PTO, and I don't want to spend all this money away and be away from my family only to play like I'm underwater. Like that shit is, and it affects the way you play too. You know, like when I'm playing on a laggy setup, I can't play Gal the way I want. So I just look like 60% of the player that I am, and that shit sucks, bro. Because you don't feel like you actually lost. You just feel like unfortunate circumstances in the equipment. So yeah, that does suck. Like I actually, that's my biggest gripe right now. Is that's a big reason why a lot of us don't travel. And
Wow.
you don't want the offline scene to die either, you know, because that aspect of fighting games is what makes the FGC so special, is the offline.
That's a fact.
Absolutely. I love how quick you had that.
Yeah, right. He was sitting on that for a minute.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah,
Right? Like that was a big question, and you like your first like it sounded like you really had to think about it, and then it was like, oh no, here's a deep thought that's right here that's been lingering right at the surface.
Yeah, I have a stuttering problem too, and that shit came out smooth. Like I
Wait, really? I genuinely never would have guessed.
Oh yeah, no, I stutter all the time. Like I feel like I talk faster than what my lips could do. Slight pause.
No, you were articulate in that one.
That took me a second.
You were concise. You were to the point.
Right.
You almost listed examples. We had the media training. That shit was money.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
I mean, I'm a big agreement. So I think a gold standard is exactly what the FGC needs.
Yeah.
For sure. 100%.
But yeah, man, definitely. People need to hear what NuckleDu just said. I'm actually gonna clip that shit later, and like that needs to be rang out around the world. And
yes,
you know, I'm no better. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not here to be like, oh, my events, you know, guaranteed we're gonna have all. No, it's a work in progress, man. Like I'm not here to. That shit is hard, getting everything to be the same across the board on 12 setups, let alone, you know, 200 400 setups at Evo. So like the gold standard is definitely something that
they may have
but it's definitely not it's near impossible. I don't want to say it is impossible, but it's very near impossible with the lack of resources. So it's definitely not something that people should give up on trying to achieve.
No, definitely not.
But with all that said, thank you, NuckleDu, for coming through and finally gracing us with your presence on our show. I can't wait to have you back. You will be back. I'm not even gonna let you be like, oh yeah, I did the show. Nah, we good. Nah, man, I'm gonna let you slide. You know, you're gonna have like, you're gonna have like 6-8 months, and I'm gonna send you to like, yo, what's up, return guest.
You know, it's funny. Like people don't know this, but I told Bunch yesterday, like, bruh, I just lost today. I've been losing a lot lately because, you know, like I said before, I feel like I'm not getting better because you're just doing reps, right? And the whole mindset of 9 to 5, that shit was not good for me. So I definitely told Bunch, like, yo, I'm definitely not gonna do it tomorrow. Like, I'm just not feeling it. And I felt like shit, but yo, Bunch was just really chill. But he's like, yeah, no worries. Like, he already told my team. I'm like, damn. Now I feel like a bitch. Now I feel like I should do it just because of how cool he was about it. So that's actually a big reason why I'm even here. Because I was gonna take a break. I was just gonna listen to EDM and just chill out tonight. But now I'd rather just.
Now you're in the race for potentially a little bit more bread, and then by the time that's done, you can sleep, wake up tomorrow, and do nothing.
There's a tournament tomorrow, so I probably won't do nothing. But
this God, man, you're a victim of his own success. NuckleDu, thank you so much. But we gotta take a quick break, and we will be back with the top 8. Top 8's already figured out. Give us like 5-ish minutes. We'll be right back.
All right, guys, take it easy.
Peace.